up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneers.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single-covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And the Eagles at 13-3 now on the year. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Back to throw again. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And now an audible here into something else.
70 Rangers, Mustang 19, Panther 11, Panther 11, Buffalo 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2nd and 3. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
All right, Captain, let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Ready.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look for it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And really, we're talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Throw left side, complete to Hogan. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
65, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And goal at the Buccaneers.
Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall.
And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you that you check about thoughts and memories that's adding on overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you have
the Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
56.
Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Round 80.
To the air, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their. Timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tucker Kraft, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people are focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Panther 60, Pat Warrior 70.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. They're back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Allen now looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
Cowboy 18. Ready. Ready.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Allen to throw once more. Allen going to run with it. Open man, it's Palmer. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Allen. He throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just get rid of it.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Seibert able to knock this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they have to like what they saw in that first half.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They're going to look to throw. They're going to find his running back. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28.
Let's go now.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Number 1. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the Bucs 19-yard line.
Just need a yard here, second and 1.
65 catch, 60. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his third touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 56 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off with his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now they'll shift things around. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Panther 11, Panther 11, 79, Panther 60, Panther.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Roman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Another solid game-changing play.